Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are brand new. My name is Danielle and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. I love homemaking. It's something that just makes my spirit excited and happy. And today on the channel, we have been doing some homemaking and I am going to give you a nice little house tour. I have not actually done a house tour since my Christmas tour 7 months ago. So I'm so excited for today's video. This is one of my most watched videos on YouTube is my house tour. So I thought I would update it for you guys, let you see what my house looks like in the summertime without all the Christmas decorations around. I'm also super excited for today's video because I'm collabing with a bunch of other YouTube friends that I have been making over the past little while. All of them have gorgeous homes. They love to decorate their space in some sort of way. Some of them are homemakers, some of them are decor enthusiasts, some of them are thrifters, all sorts of different kinds of content, but all of it is absolutely lovely, beautiful, and inspirational. So I will be leaving all of their videos linked below in the description bar. I'll just have all of them kind of in a little playlist for you. Definitely check them all out because they are some gorgeous, stunning YouTubers. Like I said, some amazing decorators and decor people, and I absolutely love watching all of their content. I know that you will love them too. Stop on over to their channel, leave them a comment, let them know that Comfortable Spaces has sent you and that you are excited to follow along on the rest of the little collab train that we have going today. So without further ado, we are going to get into this little house tour. So let's get going. Okay, so starting off with my house tour here, this is my front entry space. This little area came when we bought the house with this little kind of tile pad as soon as you walk in, which I love. It's a great landing pad so you're not walking straight into carpet when you walk into the house. And we added this little pillow and bench, and all of our shoes are in the baskets underneath. I can actually show. We have this lovely bench here, and like I said, we keep shoes in all of the baskets underneath. My parents sent this to us when we first bought our house as sort of a housewarming present. I thought it was so quirky and fun, and I knew exactly where I wanted to put it. So I absolutely love having this place to store our shoes, put all of our shoes on and off. We get to sit on the bench and kind of do all of that. It's sort of like our landing pad when we walk into the house, and it is super lovely. And then on the wall up here, I have a bunch of crosses. They are all from different places. So this one over here is from Africa when my husband and I were in Uganda together. This one down here we got on our honeymoon in Mexico. The one up here is from Haiti. This one was given to us at our wedding. This was a road trip we had gotten, had done across country and everything. And then this one I also think was a gift as well. So I just love that they all have different stories, different places that we've been to. So that has been there since we moved in. I absolutely love it. And I love our door. Our house, I don't think I've mentioned it yet in this video, but I've talked about it in other videos. Our house was built in 1913, so it's 110 years old. This is the original door, and I absolutely love it. I think it is so beautiful. It is heavy duty, and it has this lovely little Irish greeting when you come into our home, so I think that's beautiful as well. And I just love all the detailing, all the woodwork, that and our screen door as well. I mean, my husband talks all the time about how they're not energy efficient, but like, I think they're absolutely beautiful, so I'm kind of like, it's okay. But yes, that is our front door space. So then once you walk in, you walk into our beautiful living room area. We have our living room and our dining room. They're like closed off different rooms, but also open to each other, which is one of the first things that I absolutely loved about this house when we were house hunting. So I just love that open and airy feel. And then coming in this way from the bench, we have this beautiful plant. My husband actually bought this for me for my first Mother's Day? No, I think it was my second Mother's Day. I got this beautiful antique crack at a local antique store and we planted him in there and he looks super lovely. And that bench I just got from Home Goods a while ago, it was exactly what I wanted, the perfect height to get this plant up into the window so it got beautiful sunlight and daylight. And then we have our radiators here. We have radiators throughout our entire house, again, built in 1913. So that was like the style and how they heated homes way back then. So we have radiator covers, and I love to decorate them seasonally. So this is sort of my spring and summer sort of decorative area. And then there's Frank. And right at about this point, my audio actually went really bad. So I'm going to do this part as a voiceover from memory. But this beautiful drawing of Frank Sinatra, my grandma did in the 1960s. She was only 15 years old, I believe, when she did this drawing. And it is absolutely one of my favorite from her collection. She is a phenomenal artist. And then the frame we actually got off the side of the road. We were going down our street. One of our neighbors had a yard sale, and anything they didn't sell they had just left on the side of the road, and we saw this beautiful frame. I made my husband pull over and grab it, and then we put Frank into the frame. I absolutely love it. I think it looks so gorgeous. And if you don't know me very well, you don't know that I always have Frank Sinatra and all of his buddies playing in our house. I don't even know what contemporary music sounds like anymore because I am so used to always having the Frank Sinatra station on and listening to that more classical style music, not like classical music, but like classic music. And I absolutely love it. So this is a perfect nod to him in our house, and I just have seasonal decor under him on the radiator every year, and I love it. And then right here we have our painted staircase. We painted all the trim when we bought this house, and it's really beautiful. And then if you look at the top of the stairs, this beautiful bookcase my husband actually got for me for our anniversary. I think it was 2 anniversaries ago. It is gorgeous. He got it for, I think it was either $60 or $70 from Habitat for Humanity. And at the top you can see this beautiful mosaic. I'm actually going to go up the steps to the top to show you. I wasn't going to take you guys upstairs for this tour, but I'll go up here to show you this beautiful mosaic my mom did. It is a mama and baby elephant that she put together. She is fantastic with mosaics. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I spent some time living over in Africa in 3 different countries over the years. I absolutely love the culture there, so that's why she made this for me. I think it's beautiful. And then here is actually, this map is the guest book from me and my husband's wedding. So you can actually see that all of our guests signed this beautiful poster. Our wedding theme was like a vintage travel theme. We really loved that. We had all different kind of very vintage colors and whatnot, and I loved that. So I had this framed. I knew exactly where I wanted to put it in our house, and I love having that beautiful reminder. And then just in our bookcase here, we just have some of our favorite books and like little pieces of decor. We have some historical books, some books on our faith, Bibles. I actually have in the center my Anne of Green Gables series, which I really love. And then just some vintage books I've collected over the years, some beautiful books of the Gospels there, just so many lovely things. I love this piece. I love it on our landing. It's so fun to be able to grab something when you go up the stairs. It's wonderful. And then from the top of the stairs, you can actually get a really gorgeous view, like panoramic view of the entire living room space. I love standing at the top of the steps and kind of seeing everything. I think that this whole space came together so lovely. It's super beautiful. And if I'm being totally honest right now, I wanted something that had more of a, I don't know, vintage feel or like more stylized feel of a couch in this space. We had a more stylized, like cream colored couch with like the nail heads in it and whatnot. And then like a beautiful settee that was like also like small and cute and dainty with the little nail pop head thingies. And it was also cream. But I'm going to be totally honest, it was not working for us when we started having kids. We really wanted something in the space that really fit the whole family well. Just that one little couch was not doing it for us. So we got this at Macy's on sale during New Year's Eve, and we've had it for a little over 1.5 years now. I love it. It's perfect. With my second son, I was able to do my postpartum recovery on this couch. And then when we had people over helping us, like we could all hang out on the couch, which was wonderful. So I love this. It's a perfect addition that make it a very comfortable space for us. And then here you have the corner of the room. You saw in my summer Decorate With Me video, this painting here was something that was a family heirloom. I love it. It's a little dark in the daytime, but what I loved is this lamp here is directly under this picture. And it's actually why we chose this spot for the picture, because at nighttime, it just illuminates it so perfectly. And you have the gold framing from Frank kind of across the way there. So it sort of bookends the room, if you you will, with these two beautiful gold frames. And I just love how they play off of each other. They just bring so much life to this entire space, which I find to be perfect. And then I have these two shelves here next door. So these shelves, I really don't ever change the decor on them. They kind of stay like that year round. Maybe I'll put a little bits and bobs at Christmas time that are new, that kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. But for the most part, they always stay like this. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know if I'm just kind of getting lazy with how I'm decorating, but let me know in the comments below. What is your favorite thing to decorate with on a shelf? I'm really looking for some more inspiration to maybe change this up a little bit. So I'd love to hear from you guys. And then directly under the shelf is this little credenza table. It's perfect for having like a cup of coffee. You can sit on the little chaise here at the end of the couch, have your coffee and relax, keep some books there, whatever it is. I really enjoy it. And then under the credenza is my kids' toy baskets. We don't have a lot of kids' toys, and I like to keep it that way. I don't want to be overwhelmed by toys or overrun by toys, especially on this main level. We do have toys on all the levels of our house, but on this main level, we just have a few toys, some of their absolute favorite ones to play with, and they stay there, which works perfectly for us. And then this area I've never actually talked about in a video before, but let me explain all of this. These are actually all of the wedding photos for the people that we love so much in our family, our parents, our grandparents, our aunts and uncles. We had gotten all of these photos and printed them out, put them in the frames like this for our wedding, and we had them decorated all over our cake table. So when we got home from our wedding, I used them to decorate around the house. So I have them here and also in our dining room as well. And then moving over just a little bit, I have our TV stand here. I actually have a bunch of our DVDs in the drawers and whatnot. I'm gonna be totally honest. I want to still be a DVD person. I want to still use all the DVDs that we put in these drawers, but we never pull them out. We never have them out. We never watch them. So we'll see. Maybe I'll end up decluttering them at some point. And then just above the TV is this beautiful picture wall that I did when we first moved in. I love these pictures. I think they're beautiful, but this is not where our TV originally was when we kind of set all of this up. Our TV used to be on the other side of the room. It was a smaller TV stand, and then I had the TV and the shelves above it. But then when we ended up getting this bigger couch a little while later, the TV didn't really fit in that corner anymore, so we swapped it over to this side, and we bought this new piece of furniture. I got it off of Facebook Market for I think like $110. And now the TV is bumped up into the pictures. So I don't know if I want to keep the pictures like this, but I just love decorating with family photos. It's my absolute favorite. Like when I see people's homes and they don't have their family photos up and about, I'm like, come on guys, I want to see your family. I want to know that you love each other. I want to know that you've been sharing time, enjoying adventures together. That's what family photos mean to me. Like, look at this beautiful picture of me and my husband. This is us when we vacationed in Italy. This is us overlooking the Cinque Terre, and we actually stayed right up there in those hills in an Airbnb. It was beautiful, so much fun. We really enjoyed it. Here's a great picture of my dad and my husband before we got married, me and my husband on our wedding day, and then just a beautiful picture of my husband and our first son. Just so many great family memories, so much time spent together, pictures of us when we were kids. I really just love this entire thing. So I don't want to lose it, but I do recognize that the TV is absolutely blocking all of those like lower pictures there. It kind of just doesn't go. So I talked to people like friends. They said to swap the shelves with the pictures. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm sold on that idea, and I don't want to do anything until I'm sold on an idea. So for right now, it's staying, and I will try to figure it out as we go along at some point. If you have an idea, drop it in the comments below. And then we're twisting into our dining room. I love this room. It's super cozy and comfortable. It is just such a sweet space. It always has so much natural light in it. And this sweet little plant to the side is my Bertha. And I've had her, I kid you guys not, for 30 years. That is right. We got her when I was like maybe just around 10 or something like that, maybe a little bit younger than that. But we have kept her alive and had her going for 30 years. And then when my parents moved to Florida, they were like, oh, we're going to get rid of her. And I was like, absolutely not. She's moving in the house with me. So she's been there for the past 10 years in our house. I love her so much. I'm trying to be a good plant mom to all of my other plants as well. They're not doing super great, but I love those pops of green, especially in the summertime. And then I have my beautiful high boy right underneath our big windows here. This high boy I got from Habitat for Humanity a couple of years ago, actually. It was $60 and they were wheeling it in as I walked into the Habitat for Humanity. I was like, absolutely not. Wheel that sucker right back. Yeah, it's mine. Bought and paid for. She's coming home with me. I love this purchase. It was such a wonderful purchase. And we just keep like tablecloths and all sorts of things in there. Next to that is a nice travel suitcase. We actually use this for our wedding as well. It has all of our wedding cards still in it to this day. And I think some like Christmas cards and stuff like that over the years, but I really enjoyed that. And then there's like this little pot that I still need to plant up another plant in. I'm going to be propagating really soon. And then next to that is our little coffee bar nook area. I got this fun crate at HomeSense a couple years ago. We literally just screwed it into the wall, and then we bought these hooks from Home Depot and we screwed them into the top of the box so you could have like little espresso cups hanging from it. And then I have my sugar packets in this sweet little jar here. And then next to it is where our actual coffee station is. This is a vintage sewing machine that was I think my great aunt's. And my poor coffee machine, she's not doing well. That's what that little stain is. She's just like, there's something wrong. My husband is doing research to try to fix it. We're not sure exactly what's going on, but there's something wrong. Been meaning to hang that sign up over the coffee bar, but you know, life gets away from me sometimes. And then over in this corner, I have this beautiful picture window. My husband found this yard sailing, I want to say like 7 or 8 years ago, and he got it for $10. I thought it was perfect. And then I found this old door for $5 at a local flea market. So they work well together. They're a beautiful little vignette. I always decorate them for the seasons as well. And then on top of that, I have my church family photo that went into the church directory when I was a kid. This photo hung up in my grandparents' house for the longest time. And then when my grandparents passed, my aunt got a hold of it and she passed it back on to me. And I was like, oh, absolutely. That is getting prominently displayed in my home. And then I have this beautiful photo of me and my husband on our wedding day. So the frame itself doesn't really go with my decor, but it was a gift and I just thought it was lovely. And I thought it went especially well with this black and white photo from our wedding. So that has been on my plate rail forever now. And then just next to that is this gorgeous drawing that my mom did, I think when she was in art school back in college. And you can tell how old it is because of this car. This car is definitely from the 1980s. It is such a fun picture. It is a beautiful, beautiful drawing. She did such a good job. This hung over our dining room when I was a kid and always was so stunning. And when I moved, I brought it with us and put it in our dining room here. I've talked about it on my channel a couple of times, but I do want to change out the frame so that it fits with the house a little bit more. But I've been thrift shopping for a bunch of different frames. I have a couple options, and that is on my list of to-dos to change up is this frame. And then just kind of over here, we finish out with the rest of those wedding photos and just some newer family photos as well. And then turning around, I have my beautiful dining room table. When my parents moved to Florida, they actually didn't want to take a lot of their furniture with them. The house they bought came fully furnished. So they were selling a bunch of the furniture to the person that bought our old house, but they said we could pick out anything that we wanted. So this table was my dining room table growing up. It was absolutely free for us. And even though like color scheme wise and style wise, it probably doesn't fit the house that much, I think that if it's for free, it's for me. It's still a beautiful table. We really love it. We get a lot of use out of it, and we're going to keep it as long as we can get as much utilization out of it as we need One day I might actually stain the chairs though. That's what me and my husband did talk about. And then if you saw my summer decorate with me, you saw me redecorate this hutch, give it some new life. I really love this hutch. We got this hutch also for free. We found this on Facebook Marketplace. My husband actually found it when we were looking for a hutch that had kind of a buffet attached to it. So I have a place to put more food when we have like family parties and whatnot. I really love this hutch. And the only thing I really needed to do to it was change the knobs and the pulls. And I think it looks beautiful. It is a showpiece for sure. And then next to it, we have our vintage high chair where my little baby boy is about to have his first food next week. I cannot wait. And then coming into the kitchen from the living room, it's actually kind of a big loop. You can go into the kitchen from the living room or the dining room. It's a big loop in our house and I love our kitchen. I did a video kind of towards the beginning of my channel all about how we did a DIY reno of this space, just kind of fixing it up, making it ours, budget friendly. So definitely go check that video out if you've not seen it yet, but I enjoy so much how it came out. And then if you flip around to the other side, this is actually when you first walked into the kitchen, you can see that we have this beautiful buffet and shelf area that I love to decorate with. This buffet we got from an antique store when we first got married. It cost us $200, which we thought was a great deal. There's not enough storage in this kitchen. It's the one thing I don't love about it. And so I wanted something that we could have a ton of storage in. That is what this piece gives us. And then above the buffet are my two wood shelves. These pieces of wood were actually from my grandparents' house, from a tree that was like in the center of their property. It ended up dying, so we cut it down and we distributed pieces of wood to everybody in the family so they can make all little fun projects with it. So we wanted to make shelves and we love those. Over the window, I made these two little beautiful curtains. I think they're so sweet and they only cost me $10 for the fabric from Walmart. So I also have that DIY tutorial if you want to make curtains yourself. And then I've never actually really shown this section, but these are a beautiful grouping of drawings that I purchased from a craft show of just a bunch of herbs. I thought they were so sweet and perfect and worked really well in the kitchen. And then below my curtains, I just have these sweet little hanging bars. I got them from IKEA and then I hung some pots from them. I like to fill them with herbs. I actually just went to the store and bought this basil plant the other day. So I need to take that and plant it in the window, but it makes it nice to be able to go and grab fresh herbs for when I'm cooking. I absolutely love how this kitchen turned out. I love the brick chimney, the exposed brick. I think it is so cozy and comfortable, but the one thing that frustrates me about this kitchen is that this countertop space, this is my only prep space right here. This is all I have to work with. So I wanted to make sure that it was like as cleared off and clean as possible because I love to cook. I love to bake. We are always in the kitchen working on something. But I love how this space came out. Like I said, my husband did all of the backsplash himself. He painted all of the cabinets. We put new knobs and pulls. Again, I will link the DIY video that we did where we renovated this on a really tight budget, but it came out beautifully. And I am also doing next week coming out is going to be kind of a day in my life in my kitchen video where you're going to see me kind of take some of the stuff out of here, declutter this entire space, and sort of make it more workable. So definitely keep your eye out for that. Subscribe if you have not done that yet. Then we also just replaced this microwave in our kitchen because our other one busted a few weeks ago. I would have done without a microwave, but because it was July 4th, they had July 4th deals, and we're all about affordable deals on this channel. So we replaced the microwave. I love the new size of this microwave and just how all the space works together. And then coming around to our stove, I have my Dutch oven. I cook almost all of our meals in this thing, or like a lot of them, so it stays on the stove all the time. And then next to that is my Mackenzie Child's teapot. My husband bought this for me for my birthday this year. It was a splurge, but I love it. It's beautiful. I think it makes the kitchen look so sweet and stunning. And then just off to the side of that, this is going to sound like a silly thing to get excited about, but this is not actually a piece of decor. This is our actual actual pizza peel. My husband bought this for me for Christmas, I want to say 2 Christmases ago, and I love it. I love to make sourdough like everything. So sourdough pizza is one of the fun things that we enjoy to make. So the pizza peel comes out and we actually use that fairly regularly to make pizza in our oven. And then when I'm not using it, it is a perfect little piece of decor. And then just on the floor here, I got this beautiful rug from an estate sale. It cost me $5 and I thought it went so lovely with the kitchen, with the colors and the style and everything. So it works perfect there. And yeah, I don't show my kitchen a whole lot in videos. It's not because I don't love my kitchen. I really do. I utilize my kitchen every day. It's just, it's never this clean actually, because I'm always utilizing it every single day. There's always food cooking. There's always something baking. So that is why I don't usually have my kitchen in the videos. So I hope you love my kitchen. And now we're going to go down the steps to the basement family room. All right, so coming down into our basement family room, that is our disgusting storage area. So don't pay attention to that. But I love this family room. This was actually the very first video that I put up on my YouTube channel, was how we renovated this entire space. So if you have missed that video, I will also have that in the description below, but definitely check it out because it is such a fun video of how we did this entire space. I absolutely love it. But this painting was done by a friend of mine, and we purchased this, I want to say back in like 2018 from her. I love it. It makes me think of like angel's wings in the darkness, and I just think it's so stunning. So you come into our space. This is where a bunch of my son's other toys are. This is where we let him kind of wreak havoc a little bit more than we would up on the main level. We let him play basketball in here, although this really needs to go outside because he is just getting very, very intense with his sports play lately. He's got a great arm, and I'm really afraid he's going to knock something down and break it and hurt himself at some point. So, all things being said, that is there. It really needs to go outside. We have all of our records. These records were given to me by my dad. I love them. You can see all of my son's kind of like bigger toys. He's got some instruments here and then a little basket of play stuff. We love this stove. I got this for free. Someone was throwing it out and I was like, yes, I will take it. And then we just have our little family room TV area. This was my husband's dresser / changing table when he was a little baby. And I just fixed it up. I painted it with some nice chalk paint and then threw some new hardware on it. I think it looks beautiful. Here's my desk. This is where I edit all of my YouTube videos. It is small, but she is mighty, and it is plenty of space for me. I just kind of hang out on this little section of the couch, usually have the baby somewhere on the floor hanging out with me, and I edit away, or I'll edit at like nighttime when the kids are asleep a lot too. But that is kind of my own little office space. And then this is our lovely downstairs wraparound sofa. This sofa is so comfortable. It is like cloudy pillows. Again, like I said, you have to go see my video where I showed how we renovated this whole space. I talk all about the couch, where we got that from. We did this DIY sort of wood wall from scratch. I always say that. I don't even know if that's it. We did this DIY wall just on our own, and I absolutely love how it came out. It is real nice beams of wood kind of put together. They're all different sizes, and I just love how this entire space came out. My husband really wanted this, so that is why we did it, and he did a fantastic job putting it together. And again, that painting on the wall was another one done by the same friend who did the other painting when we came down. I love this. Again, it gives me that like starry night vibes, beautiful. Just every time I look at this, it gives me a different feel of what it looks like, and I think that's what art is supposed to be. It's really just supposed to speak to you, however it makes you feel when you are looking at it, and I just love this piece. That is a typical little IKEA lamp there in the corner. I actually got that guy on clearance. It was $30. I was so excited for that. Some nesting tables from HomeSense, and then this little chair from HomeSense, and the poof is also from HomeSense. I got the chair, I want to say for like $370 or something like that. It is a double wide chair, so 2 people can actually sit in it. It's huge, it's beautiful, it's cozy, I love it. And I really love how this entire space came out when we put it together. So like I said, definitely check out the video of how we did that. And most of the decor in this space, except for Christmas time, basically seems the same throughout the year. I want to add to this little wall, like I said, upstairs. I love a good family photo wall, but I'd like to add a couple more pictures, I think, along this space to sort of finish it out. And then initially I had wanted to do shelves on either side of the TV. We've lived so long without them that I'm not sure how I would feel once we put them in, but they could add a little something, I'm sure. But yeah, that's this whole space here. And I really love having this kind of hideaway, cozy area to come down and hang out with. Also, the thing I love about our couch here is this is an ottoman, so you can use it as an ottoman in the middle of the floor. You can actually take it off, or you can have it lengthened like this, or you can take it, and what we like to do is we stick it in this area here, and it makes like a double-sized bed. So we have guests come stay down here a lot of the times, which gives them their own little floor and space to kind of relax in, but also we will have like family movie nights down here with the couch kind of put together as more of a bed-like situation and have us all kind of cuddled up together. So yeah, I really love this whole space and how it came out. So thank you guys so much again for watching today's video. I'm always so grateful for you. And if you are brand new, if you've come over from one of my friends' videos, then definitely subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and let me know down below whose channel brought you over or what was your favorite part of the house tour. I always love hearing from you guys and making friends and chatting back with you. So definitely do that. And I will be seeing you guys really soon on another video. Have an amazing week, my friends. Bye.